Sawubona, sawubona, sawubona mngani. Welcome back to Mama Tando's isiZulu classroom, where learning isiZulu is fun. isiZulu simnandi. Igama lami uMama uThando. Igama lakhe uKhomba. Ubani igama lakho? Ngiyajabula ukukwazi. Mngani, let's sing the Sawubona song and greet all our friends around the world. Sawubona, sawubona, unjani mngani? Sondela hlala phansi, sifunde mngani. Mngani, unjani? How are you? Well, to answer that question, let's sing our Imizwa Yethu song. Imizwa yethu, imizwa yethu. Mina nginemizwa, wena unemizwa, yena unemizwa, bona banemizwa, sonke sinemizwa. Mina nginjani, ngabe ngiyaphila, ngabe ngidumele, ngabe ngikhathele, ngabe nginjani. Mina ngiyaphila, ngabe wena unjani, ngabe uyaphila, ngabe uyagula, ngabe ujabule. Wena uyaphila, yena unjani. Ngabe udangele, ngabe ukhathele, ngabe unene. Yena uyaphila, bona banjani. Ngabe bayaphila, ngabe bayakhala, ngabe bathokozile. Bona bayaphila, thina sinjani. Ngabe siyaphila, ngabe sineme, ngabe sijabule. Thina sijabule, thina sijabule. And so I ask you again, mngani, how are you? Unjani? Oh, thank you for letting me know. Mina ngikhathele mngani. I was so busy. I had a wonderful weekend, but also really busy. Removing the weeds out in the garden and just preparing my garden for autumn, others call autumn fall, and also for winter. Soon I'll be pruning my trees, preparing for winter. The season we are in is autumn, which is called in isiZulu ukwindla. 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 You can find sometimes in some books people start that word with an I. Ikwindla. That's also correct. It's up to you really what you want to use between those two. I start with ukwindla. And this is how it's spelled. Ukwindla. And then the month we are in, which is the month of April in English, is umbasa. Pay attention to that sound, mngani. It's not really the sound mba, the MB sound. It's umbasa. Just like we do when we say a color, umbala, and a question, umbuzo. This is umbasa. Some people, because they get confused with the language, they say umbasa. Leave them. It's okay. Don't bother them. So, some people also just borrow the word from English, which is April, and they say uEpreli. UEpreli. I don't do that either. It's umbasa. And then when I'm saying it in English, I just say April. Those are the two I say. Now, mngani, let's get on with our lesson today. I have 4 questions I would like to ask you. Nginemibuzo emine engifuna ukukubuza yona. So before I ask you those questions, let's review our days of the week. I'll move out of the way. Here are the days of the week, and I would like you to focus right here first. Izinsuku zesonto. Izinsuku is days. Zesonto of the week. One day in isiZulu is usuku. Usuku. Many days izinsuku. Will you repeat after me, mngani? Usuku. Very good. And the plural, izinsuku. Very good, mngani. Now, let's read all the days of the week. I'll ask you to repeat after me after each day. Isonto.
Now you try.
Umsombuluko.
Now you try.
ULwesibili.
Now you try.
ULwesithathu.
Now you try.
ULwesine.
Now you try.
ULwesihlanu.
Now you try.
UMgqibelo.
Now you try.
Very good, mngani. Always remember, when you see the letter B without another consonant, just vowels around it, so before it or after it, that sound is B, B, B. Now, I would like us to sing the Days of the Week song. I think that will help us to memorize them better. Don't you think? Yeah, I agree too, mngani. So, come, hlala phansi. Now, for this song, mngani, you can either clap your hands or snap your fingers or chigiza or stamp your feet. Whatever you feel like doing, as long as you're having fun, are safe, and memorizing the days of the week in isiZulu. Isonto umsombuluko, lwesibili ulwesithathu, lwesine ulwesihlanu, kube umgqibelo, izinsuku, 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 izinsuku. Wonderful, mngani. Now, imibuzo emine that I promised you earlier. The word umbuzo, a question, that's one question. Imibuzo, those are questions, plural. Now, here are those questions where we are going to answer them. So I will ask you the question and I'd like you to tell me the answer. But I would like you to tell me the answer in a full sentence, mngani. So let's get started. Ulwesingaki namhlanje? Ulwesingaki namhlanje? Let me move out of the way. Here are the days of the week. Yesterday was the weekend. So what day is it today? Did you say umsombuluko? Yebo mngani, that's correct. Really, really good mngani. Now I'd like you to tell me that answer in a full sentence, a complete sentence. Very, very good mngani. Let's put that on the board. Now mngani, let's read the whole sentence. Namhlanje umsombuluko. Will you repeat that after me? Namhlanje umsombuluko. Very, very good mngani. That was great. Umsombuluko, umsombuluko, umsombuluko namhlanje. Umsombuluko, umsombuluko, umsombuluko namhlanje. Yebo! Umbuzo wesibili, the second question mngani. Bekuwulwesingaki izolo? Bekuwulwesingaki izolo? Remember mngani, to also give me a full sentence for the answer. Look at the days of the week. Sing them if you must sing them. That helps also. You said namhlanje umsombuluko. So what day was it yesterday? So bekuwulwesingaki izolo? That's correct mngani. Very good. Halala. Izolo bekuyisonto. Now mngani, let's read the full sentence. Izolo bekuyisonto. Repeat that after me. Izolo bekuyisonto.
Now you try.
Very good mngani. The third question, umbuzo wesithathu. Bekuwulwesingaki kuThangi? Bekuwulwesingaki kuThangi? Did you say umgqibelo? Mngani, that was just great. Yeah, but you are correct mngani. And so, let's read the whole sentence mngani. kuThangi bekuwumgqibelo. kuThangi bekuwumgqibelo.
Now you try.
Very, very good mngani. I am so proud of you. Umbuzo wokugcina, the last question. Or I could also say umbuzo wesine, the fourth question. Kuzobe kuwulwesingaki kusasa? Kuzobe kuwulwesingaki kusasa? That's correct mngani. Very, very good. Wow. Yebo mngani, kusasa kuzobe kuwulwesibili. Let me put that on the board so we can all read it together. Now mngani, repeat this sentence after me. Kusasa kuzobe kuwulwesibili. Kusasa kuzobe kuwulwesibili.
Now you try.
Very, very good mngani. You did absolutely amazingly. Now mngani, those questions, I've told you that the word for the day is in kusasa, izolo, namhlanje, kuThangi. We can put that word at the beginning of the sentence, and we can also put it at the end of the sentence. So like this. Namhlanje ulwesingaki or ulwesingaki namhlanje.
Now you try.
Izolo bekuwulwesingaki and bekuwulwesingaki izolo.
Now you try.
And this one. Kuthangi bekuwulwesingaki and bekuwulwesingaki kuthangi.
Now you try.
And the last one. Kusasa kuzobe kuwulwesingaki. Also, kuzobe kuwulwesingaki kusasa.
Now you try.
So that word, today, yesterday, the day before yesterday, and tomorrow, can be at the beginning of the sentence, and it can also be at the end of the sentence. Now, mngani, another thing. The day of the week, when we're now giving our answer, the day of the week can be at the beginning of the sentence and also at the end of the sentence. Like this. We said, today is Monday. Let me move this side. We said, namhlanje wumsombuluko. Today is Monday. We can also take the same word, wumsombuluko, and put it at the beginning of the sentence. Wumsombuluko namhlanje. It is Monday today. Let's do that with yesterday. We said here, izolo bekuyisonto. Yesterday was Sunday. We can also move this whole statement with the word isonto and start the sentence with it. Like this. Bekuyisonto izolo. It was Sunday yesterday. The one about the day before yesterday, kuthangi. We said here, kuthangi bekuwumgqibelo. The day before yesterday was Saturday. But we can also take this whole statement here, bekuwumgqibelo, and use it as the start of the sentence. Bekuwumgqibelo kuthangi. It was Saturday, the day before yesterday. And the same, of course, for tomorrow, kusasa. We always say kusasa kuzobe kuwulwesibili. Tomorrow will be Tuesday. But we can also say kuzobe kuwulwesibili kusasa. Kuzobe kuwulwesibili kusasa. It will be Tuesday tomorrow. So mngani, keep that in mind, that you can say these sentences two ways. You can also ask those 4 questions 2 ways. Now let's move on from the days of the week and talk about the weather. What's the weather like? Namhlanje. What's the weather like where you are? Linjani, linjani, izulu namhlanje, liyabanda, liyashisa, linjani, namhlanje, linjani izulu, namhlanje. Will you go and peep out the window and see what the weather is like? Don't worry, I'll be right here waiting. Linjani, linjani, izulu namhlanje. Liyabanda, liyashisa, linjani namhlanje. You're back. That was quick. Linjani izulu namhlanje. Ooh, interesting. Well, I would like to know what the weather is like here at Mama Tando's isiZulu classroom. So let's call the imaginary window and ask the imaginary window to show us outside. Now, call the imaginary window with me. Remember, we are going to be giving an instruction. We are asking the imaginary window to come. And to say come in isiZulu is woza. Now let's say this together. Imaginary window, woza. Say it with me. Imaginary window, woza. I love a window that listens. Sawubona imaginary window. Unjani? Oh, wonderful. Okay, Mngani, I would like to see outside. So I'm going to ask the imaginary window to please show me outside. Will you ask with me as well? We will say, ngicela ukubona emnyango. Let's say that together. Ngicela ukubona emnyango. Oh, thank you for asking with me. Ngiyabonga. Wow, Mngani, do you see that? Shoo! I actually heard it too. Can you hear it? Can you hear it too? Oof, it's very windy out there. Look at the trees and the flowers, my poor flowers. I hope the petals don't blow away. Oh, imaginary window, thank you so much for showing us outside. It's a windy day, so close those windows when you go back. Yeah? Well, thank you. Mngani, let's say thank you to the imaginary window. Ngiyabonga, imaginary window. Let's say it together. Ngiyabonga, imaginary window. Oh, he zoomed away. Well, at least he had already shown us what the weather is like outside. It's windy, so windy. Mngani, the wind in isiZulu is umoya. Umoya. Will you repeat that after me? Umoya. Very good. Now, to say the weather is windy, we say linomoya. Linomoya. Will you repeat that after me? Linomoya. Very good, Mngani. Now, I would like us to say it in a full sentence, of course. Let's put it on the board first. Now, Mngani, repeat the sentence after me. Namhlanje izulu linomoya. Very good, Mngani. That was really good. Now I would like to help Andile get ready for the day. He's not going to play outside today because it's just too windy. So we've made some room for him to play with his friends in the garage because, well, that's better than going outside. Now, let's call Andile. Remember, Mngani, whenever we are talking to the person directly, we don't say U Andile. That U, we don't say it. We just simply say Andile. We say that person's name as it is, and then woza, the instruction to come. Woza. Now, this is the sentence. Andile woza. Will you repeat that after me? Andile woza. Very good. Now let's call him. Remember to be really loud so he can hear you. Andile woza. Ngiyabonga Mngani, that was loud. That was really good. Oh, there's Andile coming now. Ngiyabonga Mngani for helping me call Andile. Sawubona Andile. Unjani? Hawu, ngaze ngajabula ukukubona. Now mngani, let's help Andile get dressed and then he can go and play with his friends in the garage. Remember, it is windy, but it won't be cold in the garage. So he'll still be indoors. Keep that in mind. Now let's see what options we have for Andile. Now mngani, I need your help to choose the right clothes for Andile to wear namhlanje. I will show you things on my right hand and also my left hand. Then you have to choose by telling me whether the thing is on the left hand or the thing is on my right hand. The right hand in isiZulu is isandla sokudla. The left hand in isiZulu is isandla sokunxele. So now we'll start with those clothes. Should Andile wear what is on isandla sokudla on the right hand or what is on isandla sokunxele, the left hand? I agree with you too, Mngani. This is a little too warm for today. Yebo. So uAndile can wear this t-shirt. A t-shirt in isiZulu is isikipha. And this one is orange. So uAndile will wear the orange t-shirt. Isikipha esiwolintshi. Now, let's tell Andile to put on this orange t-shirt. Let's say, Andile, gqoka isikipha esiwolintshi. Very good, Mngani. Thank you, Mngani. Ngiyabonga, Mngani. That was very helpful. Now, the next thing are pants, trousers. Which pants should Andile put on today? Should he wear these red pants on my right hand, isandla sokudla? Or should he wear these blue pants on my left hand, isandla sokunxele? Did you say at the left? Yeah, I agree with you too, because this just, I think this one will go better. Yeah? So, the pants are blue. And we know this color now. Oluhlaza okwesibhakabhaka. And pants are in isiZulu, ibhulukwe. So let's tell Andile to put on the blue pants like this. Andile, gqoka ibhulukwe eliluhlaza okwesibhakabhaka. Now, make sure that you go through each and every syllable there so that you don't miss any, because that's a lot of L's there. Now, let's say it again before we tell Andile. Andile, gqoka ibhulukwe eliluhlaza okwesibhakabhaka. Very, very good, Mngani. I'm so proud of you. That was long. I'm really proud of you. Now let's tell Andile to put on these trousers. Andile, gqoka ibhulukwe eliluhlaza okwesibhakabhaka. Ngiyabonga, Mngani. That was great. Look at Andile. He's already looking great as it is. But I think we should get some shoes for him. Now, Mngani, I've got 2 pairs of shoes here. Both of them are mateki, sneakers, trainers. Now, the one on the right is isandla sokudla, or the ones on the left is isandla sokunxele. Which ones do you think would go nicely with his outfit today? Very good, Mngani. Now, we must tell Andile to put these sneakers on. What will we say, Mngani? Very good, mngani. Andile, gqoka amateki. Let's tell him together. Andile, gqoka amateki. Oh, mngani, ngiyabonga. Thank you, ngiyabonga. Andile looks ready to go out and play now. Ngiyabonga kakhulu, mngani wami. Now Andile is about to go. Let's say bye to Andile. Remember, he's the one who's leaving. We are not going anywhere. We are still going to be here in the classroom. So, we will say, hamba kahle, Andile. And what do you think Andile is going to say to us? Remember, we are remaining behind. Remaining. Let's wait and hear what Andile says himself. Now, let's say bye to him. Hamba kahle, Andile.
Sala kahle mngani.
Did you hear that, mngani? Kuzwile? Andile said, sala kahle, mngani. Oh, that's the correct thing to say. If you are the one who is going, leaving, you say to the other people who are staying behind, sala kahle. Now, mngani, let's move on. Oh, by the way, ngiyabonga. Thank you for helping me with Andile's clothes for today. Now, mngani, let's move on with our lesson. The sound for this week, wait, uphu khomba. 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 There is khomba. Nangu khomba. Now, the sound for this week, mngani, is. Can you hear that? The letter C in isiZulu makes this sound. Now, this is how we make this sound. You must put your tongue behind your front teeth, right at the top between your front teeth and the roof of your mouth. So you put your tongue up like that, flat on it, not pointing. And then with a little bit of a sucking motion, you pull your tongue back and down, like this. Try it, mngani. Now, let's say it with all onkamisa vowels. Remember the vowels in isiZulu are a, e, I, o, u. Now let's say it with this sound. Let's start. Repeat after me. A, e, I, o, u. Very good, mngani. Let's try that one more time. A, e, I, o, u. Very, very good, mngani. Now, a word I would like to teach you today. An earring in isiZulu is icici. Will you repeat that after me, mngani? Icici. Very good, mngani. Now, that's one earring. Earrings are amacici. Repeat that after me, mngani. Amacici. Very good, mngani. That was really, really good. Another word that we have learned in isiZulu with this sound is cela. Cela, to ask. Cela, to say please. So when we say please in isiZulu, we say ngicela. So now let's just say only isenzo, the verb. Cela. Yebo mngani, cela. Now, to say please, we say ngicela. Very good, mngani. That is please and may I please have. Now, I would like to keep practicing this sound with all the vowel sounds in isiZulu and also these words. Icici, amacici. Earring, earrings. And cela, to ask. Ngicela, please. Now mngani, moving on to the number of the week. The number of the week is ishumi. Ishumi. That SH sound is pronounced exactly like it is in English. Think of the word shoe. Shoe. Ishumi. Exactly the same sound. Now mngani, ishumi is the number 10. Let's see what items we see this morning that we can describe using the number adjective. Oh mngani, look at that. Earrings, amacici. How many earrings are there? A lot of earrings. 10 earrings. Amacici ayishumi. Amacici ayishumi. Repeat that after me mngani. Amacici ayishumi.
Now you try.
Very good. Now let's talk about that a little bit. Now mngani, we see that the adjective though starts with a followed by y and then the number ishumi. Let's talk about that a and that y. Whenever we describe a word that starts with ama, the adjective will always start with a. Keep that in mind. Also, to practice that, make sure you watch the videos that talk about counting objects in isiZulu and the different numbers. Now mngani, we see that we have that a that makes sense now. Anytime we describe a word that starts with ama, the adjective will start with a. But what about that y? That y between a and the number ishumi. If we don't have this y and we simply just have the a for the adjective and the actual number, look at it mngani. Can you see what's going on there? It's the worst thing I have ever seen in my life. I have never seen such a terrible thing in my whole life. Mngani, we don't do this ngesizulu. We don't do this in isiZulu. We never, mngani, have 2 vowels right next to each other, or even 3 vowels or 4 vowels right next to each other, just following each other like that. We just don't do it. I know in other languages it's done, but just not in isiZulu. We do not do this, mngani. Always remember that, mngani. Do not break this rule. Now, what do we do though when we have this problem? This is a problem. Oh, trust me, it is a problem. Well, I have the solution. Don't you worry. This is what we do. We can either blend the vowels together and then it will give us another vowel. But we are not dealing with that kind of situation here. We're not blending them. Here, we will separate these 2 vowels. Now, look at the second vowel. The second vowel is I, the letter I. And so because the second vowel is I, we will separate these 2 vowels with Y, the sound Y. Y. Now we have ayishumi. Ayishumi. Repeat that after me. Ayishumi. Very good, mngani. I'm so glad that you're getting this because, mngani, we don't want to be going around breaking rules, do we? No, We keep the rules. I'm here to enforce the rules. Okay, joking. But anyway, Mngani, that's how we say it. Now, let's say the full sentence here. Amacici ayishumi. Repeat after me. Amacici ayishumi. Very, very good, Mngani. Good job. Now, the next item. Oh, look at that. Those are boots. Amabhuzu. Amabhuzu. Boots. Amabhuzu ayishumi. 10 boots. I don't know whose great idea it was to have one of each boot, but kind of looks weird. Anyway, amabhuzu ayishumi. That's 10 boots in isiZulu. And Mngani, we see exactly what we were talking about just a few minutes ago. That when we describe a noun that starts with ama, the adjective will start with a. And then we also see that if we are in a situation where we are having two vowels right next to each other, we separate those vowels here with the sound y, the letter Y. So this is the full sentence. Amabhuzu ayishumi. Repeat that after me, Mngani. Amabhuzu ayishumi. Now, Mngani, the shape for this week is inkanyezi, a star. Inkanyezi. Repeat the word after me. Inkanyezi. Very good, Mngani. That's a star in isiZulu. And look at this one. Inkanyezi ephuzi, a yellow star. Very good, Mngani. Look at this one. We just learned that color last week. Perfect. Ntsomi is purple. Inkanyezi entsomi. Very, very good, Mngani. Now, that is the shape for this week. Moving on to the color, umbala. Umbala. The color for this week is mpunga. I'm going to come closer to you, Mngani, so you can see how I'm shaping my lips to make that sound. MP. Mpu. Mpu. Do you see that my lips are a little pursed, a little stiff? Mpu. 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 Now, it should only make one sound. Don't have an before it. Mpunga. Mpunga. Now, that is the color gray ngesiZulu. Mpunga. So, when you are describing an old person in isiZulu who is gray, we do sometimes say a gray grandma or a gray grandpa. Sounds a little funny when you're not translating it into a different language, but we do say that in ngesiZulu. So look at this grandma, ugogo. Ugogo ompunga. And look at the grandmothers, ogogo abampunga. And look at this rectangle, unqande ompunga. Unqande ompunga. Very good.